I think the more one observes the world's condition, the more it becomes clear that there must be totally different kind of action. One sees in the world, including in India, the confusion, the great sorrow, the misery, the starvation, the general decline. One is aware of this. One knows this from newspapers, reading magazines, books, but it remains on the intellectual level because we don't seem to be able to do anything about it. Human beings are in despair. There is a great sorrow in themselves, frustration, and there is chaos about one. The more you observe and go into it, not intellectually, not verbally, but actually discuss, observe, and act, inquire, examine, the more you see how confused human beings are. They are lost, and those who think they are not lost because they belong to a particular group, a circle, and feel the more you practice, the more you do certain things, the more you do social work or this or that, the more they are sure that the world is going to be saved by their particular little action. The world is at war, and you think by a particular prayer, a few of us people gathered together repeating certain words will solve this enormous question which has remained unsolved for over 5,000 years. By words, by prayer, and you keep on repeating, so knowing that wars can never be stopped that way. So each one belongs to a certain group, to a certain political party, to a religious sect, and so on, and remains in it, more and more holding on to it, the past, to what has been, and one is caught in this. One admits when it is pointed out that there is a chaos, general decline, deterioration outwardly and inwardly, and one realizes man is lost, and without finding out why he is lost, why there is so much chaos, misery, without examining, going into a very deeply, we answer superficially, saying that we are not following God or that we don't love, give, give superficial platitudes, answers that have no value at all.